Alex Bowman.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr. continues to just shove Corey LaJoie forward.
Last time off turn number 2, Stenhouse loosened Corey LaJoie's fillings. He hit him so hard, but it's working. Corey's up to a battle for third, now for second.
Ryan Blaney to his inside. Corey LaJoie to the outside lane. LaJoie looking for the race lead heading to turn number 3. Austin Cindric maintains the top spot, but only by a co-length.
Here comes Corey LaJoie with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. right behind him. They are shoving for all it's worth, trying to get to the leader, Austin Cindric.
Here comes Joey Logano in the outside lane of the racetrack. Corey LaJoie and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. will throw the block. They can't block them all. It is a wall of race cars behind a side-by-side battle that's 2 rows deep. 15 to go in the 500.
Side by side for the lead. Austin Cindric on the inside. Corey LaJoie on the outside. Oh, they bump. Stenhouse nearly gets turned, and somehow he saves it.
Here comes Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Saves it and now gets turned. Ryan Blaney goes around in the field. Comes apart on the back straightaway. Kyle Busch goes spinning to the infield. 7, 8 cars involved on the back straightaway. Kyle Larson goes around. It's also Chase Elliott. Noah Gragson got a piece of it, and Joey Logano slows with damage against the outside wall. About 8 cars coming together. What started in turn 2, halfway down the back straightaway.
They were pushing and shoving, and it was getting far more physical than what we've seen the entire Daytona 500 to this point. It looked like Ricky Stenhouse Jr. absolutely shoved the Joey Logano car. They started to lose control of their cars, and in Kyle Ricky, it exploded midway down the backstretch.
It did. Ryan Blaney, the first car to get sideways, and there were several other cars with nowhere to go, including Joey Logano and Kyle Busch. Noah Gragson involved. 1 car remains on the scene of the incident. That's Kyle Busch. Inside wall with a lot of damage. Safety teams heading to that car now, but somehow, some way, he's the only car left here on the back straightaway.
So far, the roster includes Joey Logano, Noah Gragson, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Kyle Busch, Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney. Joey Logano is doing everything he can to bring his car to the garage, but he cannot steer the car. Now he's halfway down the short straightaway coming to pit road, and the car just veers right with the right front flopping in the wind. Sheet metal damage, tire damage. He's trying to turn the car into pit road, Alex. He just has no control over it.
No, the steering's broken. The steering rods are broken again. And again, it noses into the outside wall. And Logano still lighting up the back tires, doing a burnout, trying to get the car to the pit lane and having zero success. The right rear of the car is broken and bent all over as well.
Yeah, front and back, a lot of damage when trouble breaks loose on the back straightaway. It all started with Ricky Stenhouse Jr., who was nestled up behind the car of Corey LaJoie. Of course, you're double wide, you're 3 wide. Logano started to run to the middle. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. threw the block, and it's almost like the cars became attached together. Everybody in such tight formation was trying to bail out, but one contact led to another, and then all of a sudden, a handful of cars began to spin and careen out of control with 14 laps to go in the Daytona 500. Back at Daytona International Speedway, the cars that were involved on the crash on the back stretch have been coming on and off of pit road. Ryan Blaney, who was really flexing a lot of muscle in the 500, led 22 laps earlier, is on the pit lane. Let's get an update from the Ryan Blaney pit right now as he's in for service.
And the damage repair continues. They actually put left side tires on this time. The first time down, it was to get a sledgehammer on the right front, and it's been kind of caved in. They're worried a little bit, Mike, now about a tire rub on the right front. They've got about 3 reams of bare bond. They're trying to duct tape this front nose back together. The front hood also buckled a little bit. Ryan had some choice words on the radio after that incident, but said the steering wheel's fine. Feel like something's off, but if we can get this repaired up and salvage something, let's go ahead and do that. So Jonathan Hassler's instructing the crews. They continue to work on the right front, but major damage there as Blaney had a really good run going, of course, linked up with his teammate Austin Cindric. Looked like they too were going to settle this at the very finish, but unfortunately Ryan's chances to win the 500 all but gone now.
9 different drivers got their first career NASCAR Cup Series win here in the Daytona 500, dating back to 1963, where Tiny Lund did it. Mario Andretti, Pete Hamilton, Derek Cope, Sterling Marlin, Michael Waltrip, Trevor Bayne, Michael McDowell, and Austin Cindric were the drivers who got their first ever Cup win in the Daytona 500. In the top 8 as we run, Corey LaJoie leads. John Hunter Nemechek is third. Riley Herbst is fifth. Todd Gilliland is eighth. So 4 of the top 8 have never won a NASCAR Cup Series race.
And it would not surprise me if that stat you gave is not expanded here tonight. Pit road is open. No takers. Everyone staying on the racetrack. We're coming across the start-finish line right now. No one to go. We're still under the caution flag with 11 laps remaining tonight. Rusty, what do you think about all this?
I think it's just absolutely crazy. I never expected this would happen, this style of wreck, this late in the race. Now, look, we know the big one happens a lot, but these guys were doing such a good job, just staying cool, everything going great. And, man, what a bad deal. What a bad deal. I'm just trying to think how I can mentally take this. This is a tough deal. We had so much momentum, but I guarantee you, I don't know if it's over or not yet, guys.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Rusty. Next time by, there will be 10 laps to go. Here's how they are being scored here on lap number 189.
Corey LaJoie, your leader. Austin Cindric second. John Hunter Nemechek is third. Denny Hamlin is fourth. Austin Dillon is fifth. Christopher Bell is up to sixth. You've got Eric Jones in seventh. Riley Herbst in eighth. Cole Custer in ninth, and Daniel Suarez running right now in 10th.
Alex Bowman is 11th. Bubba Wallace is 12th. Brad Keselowski 13th. Chase Briscoe goes 14th, and William Byron 15th. 16th is Ty Gibbs. 17th is Justin Allgaier. 18th is Ryan Preece. 19th, Kyle Larson. And 20th is Tyler Reddick.
Cody Ware is 21st. 22nd is Chase Elliott after he was involved with a spin in this most recent crash. 23rd right now is Carson Hocevar. Justin Haley is 24th, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is 25th. Michael McDowell runs right now in 26th. Chris Buescher is 27th. Jimmy Johnson 28th. Ryan Blaney is 29th, and Todd Gilliland is 30th.
Gilliland is still on the lead lap. He is the last car on the lead lap. 31st, 2 laps down, is Ty Dillon. 32nd is Noah Gragson. He is the last car still considered in the race. From 33rd on back, at the moment, they're either off the track or out of the race. 33rd is Kyle Busch. 34th, Joey Logano. 35th, Shane Van Gisbergen. 36th, Zane Smith. 37th, Josh Berry. 38th, Martin Truex Jr. 39th, Elio Castro Neves. 40th, Ross Chastain, and 41st, A.J. Allmendinger.
We continue under the caution flag as cleanup should be just about wrapped up. Kyle, Ricky, what's the status over there on the backstretch?
It is wrapped up. Kyle Busch's car, the only car that needed to be towed away, heading back to the NASCAR Cup Series garage. All the debris blown to the infield or cleaned up, and all the safety trucks heading back behind the wall just to my left here in turn 3.
With all of the rolling wounded race cars out there with 10 to go, now is the fear of a debris caution with something flying off of one of these race cars. Rusty, we're down to just 10 to go.
Yeah, we are. And you know what? At the top 5 cars, I'm looking at the top 5 out there. 3 of them are past Daytona 500 winners. I mean, they got some good talent up in the front of this thing. Austin Dillon, that's a strong Chevrolet. What about Denny Hamlin? We haven't seen Hamlin much up front throughout the day, but he's got himself up in the 4th position right now. Cindric, he won the 500 a couple years ago. He can get it done. And then LaJoie, he's proved he's been fast all day long. That little team that can do it, it just might do it.
It's amazing to watch the interesting mix that you just described. You've got the mix of folks that have been here before, and you've also got the mix of who Alex just told us has never won a Cup race before and is in position to perhaps maybe do it in the 500. We've got 10 laps to go.